Hey everyone, it's the Fine Touch Detailing Garage located in Salem, Oregon, and this is going to be a very long walkthrough as we are just doing a whole bunch to this 2026 Subaru Touring that came into the shop. First, we completed an engine bay detail, and truly this is going to highlight two different things. Our level 3 interior package, where we protect the entire interior to include the carpet, seats, as well as trim work within the vehicle, also performing a wheels off process, two-stage correction to the paint, and then a ceramic both on all of the wheels, the body of the paint, and then the glass. As you can see there, we're applying Taylor is applying the ceramic on some of the fender areas, the calipers for the wheels off process. This vehicle did receive a wash, iron decon, and a clay bar process before we pulled it in the shop, removed all the wheels, and really got to town on this project. Making sure everything's protected, quite a bit of work, making sure we're prepping every single surface with an alcohol prep before we apply ceramic. All the wheels received 2 layers of our stout coating by P&S Products, as well as these fender areas. That'll make it for way easier cleaning going through traveling trips, just getting that dirt and grime off the vehicle. And another cool thing about just this entire service, not only did the client want everything done and fully protected, this client has worked with us for several years. We have ceramic coated a ton of his vehicles. And when he moved from Vancouver, Washington, he still drives all the way to us. So Dylan, if you're watching this, buddy, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for trusting our shop over the years and being an awesome client and trusting us with your brand new vehicles. He can definitely tell that it is way easier to maintain. So every time he gets a new vehicle, he wants to make sure to protect everything, including the trim work, the leather, everything. In general, this is going to help all the material not deteriorate over time. It's going to make it easier to clean, preventing a little bit of spillage and creating more of a seal on the leather as well as the carpet. And as you can see, this was kind of the final process of the interior. Now, going back to the exterior, again, we performed a 2-stage correction, making sure we're getting rid of any blemishes from lot damage or maintenance for the lot. I think a lot of the time when dealerships get higher end vehicles, this is a Touring XT, they tend to wash them a little bit more to keep them nice and shiny on the lot. On our side of the fence, it results in scratching. And here is a little pan showing a little bit of the before condition on the paint. And you can see it's relatively in good condition, but as you go down the panel, you're seeing a lot of parallel lines. So this is usually an indication for us, at least, that a brush is being used or a car wash is being used. Whether the dealership had a car wash on site or they were using a brush or anything, we're not sure. But these are things that we typically see out of new vehicles. The higher end the vehicle tends to be the more it gets worked on in the dealership, and depending on your dealership and their techs, they're usually scratching the surface pretty well. But making sure we're taking care of all of the blemishes you're seeing here, this is showing you the after and then after the full cure of ceramic. And you can see all those blemishes are gone as you concentrate looking at the light beam. You're not seeing any of that scratching on the lower panels or no of those parallel lines throughout the vehicle. And then at the end of the day, again, we are applying the stout ceramic on all of the exterior trim work, glass surfaces, and painted surfaces with 2 layers. Client was super happy when it was done. It's always really satisfying for us to work on brand new vehicles, as this is as nice as a vehicle can possibly look as a daily driver. We recognize this vehicle is going up to Vancouver, Washington, very similar weather as Oregon down here in Salem, but it rains just a little bit more up there, a little bit more colder. So definitely a good vehicle to protect, especially with all of the plastic trim on these vehicles, especially with Subaru and I think a lot of other brands. That'll help that not oxidize on the client and make it just way easier to maintain, looking its best throughout the years. Hope you guys enjoyed this very long walkthrough. If you made it through the whole video, thanks for listening. And if you're looking for a similar service, feel free to give us a call, and happy to walk through our service options and go over pricing for our services. And if you have any other questions, again, feel free to call, or you can always look at more video content and see some of the shop's work that we offer. Thanks for watching, though, and we will see you next time.